Baby got drip. You know we got that drip.
Hi my thorns, welcome back to the channel, and today we are going to be discussing Rosie's album, Rosie. We're going to be ranking the songs, discussing the lyrics. I'm going to tell you my favorite lyrics. I did react to the album, and I reacted to Number One Girl, and I reacted to APT, so you can find all three of those videos on my channel in my Blackpink plus solos playlist. I will link it somewhere. So we're just gonna go song by song and talk about the lyrics and my favorite parts of the song, and then like the production, the instrumentals. And I have watched pretty much every single interview that's come out about the album, so I'm going to use the knowledge that I gained from those interviews also, just so you guys are aware, like I have that extra oomph of knowledge. So the first song on the album is Number One Girl, and to be honest, when I saw the track list and after Number One Girl came out, I was kind of like, why is that the first song? Like, that's a crazy thing to open with. But I think that I understand it now, because it's really the only song that sort of, the first and the last songs on the album are really like the only songs that are referencing other people than the toxic ex or the relationships that she was going through. Because Number One Girl, she said, is about how she didn't like the fact that she was affected by the hate comments that she was receiving, and she wanted to write a song about wanting to be a sort of vision for somebody else and not knowing why you want to be that and hating that you want to be that. And that could apply to the ex, but it also could very well not, and doesn't in the context she wrote it in. And then Dance All Night actually kind of references, it's kind of, we'll get more into it when we get there, but I think it sort of groups herself and the number ones and into sort of a group of like, we can dance and we can forget what's happening to us, and it's okay to sometimes do that. And I think it's really interesting that the only two songs that were referencing sort of an outside perspective were the beginning and the end of the album. So one of my favorite lyrics in this song is,
Tell me I'm that new thing. Tell me that I'm relevant. Tell me that I got a big heart, and back it up with evidence.
I think what's interesting to me is that she's not even just saying like, tell me that I have a big heart and that I'm like a good person. She's saying, I need you to think that, but I also need you to tell me why I should think that too, because sometimes I don't even think that. And that's sort of my interpretation of that line, and I really, really enjoyed that. I got very sad at that line. I really think it's interesting, and then it follows up with,
I need it and I don't know why. This late at night.
which also is really intriguing to me, because this late at night is, she specifically said that when she was scrolling on the hate comments and talking and like looking at that and obsessing over that, it was at night. And a lot of the times when we're just done with the day, we sort of go into this zone of like, I don't want tomorrow to start, so I'm just gonna distract myself. But what distracted her that night was specifically things that were going to affect her. Like, this late at night is specifically the time that this is happening, and I think that held some weight, you know? And the bridge, I think, is interesting, because the entire song she's saying, tell me I'm the number one girl in your eyes, and she puts so much emphasis on the in your eyes in the bridge. She goes,
The girl in your eyes. The girl in your eyes.
it's so interesting because parts of the song, like the lyric I was referencing earlier, were specifically, tell me that this is what you think about me, but also convince myself to think the same thing. But here she's saying, no, tell me that I am in the number one girl in your eyes specifically. And I think she's repeating it because she's talking to multiple people. When I heard 3 a.m., it really shocked me at first. It was really piercing, the just came straight at you, and I liked that it did. I was just kind of shocked. I was like, whoa, right after what I just listened to? Are you serious right now? That's crazy. Immediately I heard,
I just saw a red flag, gonna pretend I didn't see that, 'cause is it really, really that bad? I need you really, really that bad.
and those are simple lyrics, but they're really good simple lyrics. Like, is it really like that bad of a red flag? Because I need you really bad, so I'm just gonna like convince myself that it isn't, and hope that that's work out. That just hope that that works out. And later on she says, because nothing's really perfect like that. So she's just convincing herself. And what I want to focus on the most actually is when I listened to the song for the first time, and actually like the second and third time, it was not my favorite. I liked it and I enjoyed the beat and like the switch ups, but it was nowhere near the level of some other songs I'm about to talk about that were my absolute favorites on the album. So I think that's really interesting, but now that I've listened to it more times, it's gone up a bit, but it's still lower down. I really do enjoy it, but it's definitely lower down, and I can't really pinpoint the exact reason actually. I want to talk about a lyric in the chorus, and I think it's important because she's telling this person that she wants to be in a genuine, actual relationship with them, not just like a one night stand or like a casual thing. Like, she's literally saying like, I want to do like the pretty talk and all that, but I also want to ugly cry to you and be honest and vulnerable to you, which is something you reach when you have an actual true relationship and not just like a relationship, you know? I think that there's a lot of lyrical connection throughout this album, because she, in Toxic to the End, which we'll also talk about, she says that we were toxic. Like, she's not like, oh, you were the toxic one and I was perfect. She was like, I had behaviors that were not good either, and they were clashing with your behaviors that were not good. Even when I'm putting you through hell, say I'm not like anyone else. And then a few lines later she says, and even when you're putting me through hell, you're not like anyone else. So she's making sure that it's known that she is aware of her behavior, and I think that her toxic behavior is like a different type of toxic behavior based off of the overall lyrics in the album. She is the type of person who's like, no, I love you and that's why we're trying to stay together, not because of other circumstances. That's what I got from like the lyrics and stuff. I obviously do not know her personally, so I can't attest to her personal character. And he seems like a different type of toxic. That's a little more Britney Spears. It's a no skip album. There's just songs that are better, and that's what I'm sticking with, because there's just songs that are that I personally prefer more. When I heard
now you're invisible, but the heartbreak's physical,
I crashed out. You can watch my reaction. It's very obvious that I crashed out. It's so simple, but it's so good, because like, now you're gone and you're not like physically here, but the pain that you caused me is physically here. So even though you're gone, it's still here, and that's not fair. And I love that line. I love that line so much. Oh my god. Like, it's been 2 years and you're still not gone. And I actually, theory time, I don't know, this just popped in my brain, but it's been 2 years and you're still not gone. I think that's a double meaning, because it's been 2 years and you, physically, your persona is not gone. Like, you, because in other songs it implies that they were back and forth, but then you're still not gone could be pain. Like, the pain is being personified as a you, and like, the pain is still not gone, you're still not gone. And my favorite part of this entire song,
yeah, I try, but this love never dies.
and I love that. Like, that's my favorite part of this entire song, is she just goes up and then she goes down. And even had a funeral for you in my head. And when someone, ooh, okay, connecting lyrics. Even had a funeral for you in my head connects to you were right here before in my arms, now you're invisible, but the heart breaks physical. Because she's saying, like, when there's a funeral, someone or something has passed away, and then the pain from them passing away and your memories of that person are still there. So she's saying, even at a funeral for you in my head, you're gone, but the pain that you caused me and the memories that we had, whether they were good or bad, are still here. Ooh, I didn't make that connection before. I love that I'm doing this in real time. I didn't plan like what I was gonna say. I'm just doing it as I'm thinking it. Yeah, those are the lyrics that I wanted to discuss for that one. Now, this song, I also reacted to the music video, if you want to go check that out. When the deluxe comes out, I'm reacting to that too. You better. It's happening, don't worry. The music video really added a layer to this song because we saw that the things that were happening to both parties were the other party's fault from the behind the scenes. The skateboard incident, Rosie took his little bearing off, I think is what it called. He hurt his bike on purpose so that he could be picked up by her. So I really, really love that added that layer of meaning to the song. Because even when I said it was over, you heard, "Baby, can you pull me in closer?" You were plotting how to stay in my head. We were toxic till the end. That line is gonna haunt me forever because there's so many instances that I've witnessed where someone was like, okay, we're done, like this isn't happening anymore, and the other person was like, snatch, you're staying with me. Like, that's crazy. Ooh. And another lyric that I kind of went cuckoo pants over.
His favorite game is chess, who would ever guess? Playing with the pieces in my chest.
We love a good chess pun. I honestly love chess puns because she's basically, my interpretation, she's saying his favorite game was a game that you have to be so strategic about, and who would ever guess that? Because he was being strategic about the parts and the pieces of me that he was attaching himself to or grasping onto or leaving or manipulating and being possessive over. Like, it's just so crazy that lyric is kind of deeper than you think it is. I didn't notice this till just now, but there's a lyric that says, now he's on the screen and saying, don't leave, you stole that line from me, which connects to stay a little longer because she's begging him to stay. She's saying, don't leave. And here, he's saying the same thing. Ooh, I love when albums connect all over the place. Like, oh, yes, thank you. But I think that this song has so many layers, and it really is the best. It really was the best choice for the next single on the album, I think, because it encapsulates the album perfectly. Now, in my video, I put a little text on the screen. When I was getting ready to react to the album and I remembered that Drinks or Coffee was a song, I was like, oh, are we doing like a Chapel Roan moment?
I'll meet you for coffee, 'cause if we have wine, you say that you want me. I know that's a lie. If I didn't love you, it would be fine.
And I was like, oh, maybe we're like going somewhere in that realm. We went sexy?
Standing in the corner of a crowded place. This is boring. Till I heard your name and now I'm staying for ya. We're just friends, it's okay. Kinda weird how my night changes. It's just me starting to see you in a different light.
The vocal delivery on that line really has me going crazy.
Is it just me starting to see you in a different light?
So she's saying that I'm at this party and I'm feeling good because you're here now, and it's really not that great of a party, and we don't have to speak because I know that we're reconnecting, but we can't do that. But we could like go get a drink or get coffee or something, but we can't do that. When the song first came out, I really, really loved it. I loved it so much. In my reaction, you can tell that I loved it. I still love it. It's still probably going to be in my top 5 on the album. I don't know, we'll see at the end of this video, but it might be in my top 5, because it just is kind of like a feel-good, like fun, like woohoo, let's play a drinking game song, but you could put it into the context of the album. Kissy face sent to your phone, but I'm trying to kiss your lips for real. Red hearts, that's what I'm on. Yeah, come give me something I can feel. Don't you want me like I want you, baby? Don't you need me like I need you now? Sleep tomorrow, but tonight go crazy. All you gotta do is meet me at the apatsu. That could be applied in the lyrical context of the rest of the album, and that's kind of crazy to me. Now, when I first heard this song, I actually really liked it, and I liked it more every time I listened to it.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Okay, here's what it is. When you make an album, you have to structure it, right? And sometimes there's an instance where you put a good song, solid song, then the next song is so incredibly good that you kind of dismiss the song beforehand because you're like, ooh girl, because this song is so good, we just kind of have to go over this song and leap to that one. And I think that's what happened here for me, is that the next song is Stay a Little Closer, I believe, and that is my favorite song on the entire album, and it's gonna be in the number 1 spot. So get ready, because I have a lot to say about that song. But Game Boy is a good song, but since Stay a Little Longer came right after it, I kind of went a little cuckoo crazy pants and just attached myself to Stay a Little Longer. It's very a vibey song, but the lyrics are really sad.
If crying was fun, now they having the time of my life. If loving you was a jump, yeah, I probably died 110 times.
But yeah, you always be a Game Boy these days. I don't want to play, boy. Say what you want to say. You're never gonna change. You'll only ever be a heartbreak. And my favorite part of the whole song is when she goes,
Heartbreak.
I mention that a lot, and literally every person I talk to when I listen to this song, that's my favorite part of the song. One of my favorite lyrics is,
Yeah, you got a little too good, acting like a good guy. And I bought it for a minute, but it isn't what you made it look like.
sometimes when a person has ulterior motives, they will try to present themselves as a person that does not, until you're in so deep that when their alternative motives come out, it's so hard to get out, because you're like, but you were so nice and you were so good, and like, I don't understand what's happening right now. That is what I'm getting from that line, and that was a really good way to put it, I think. And everyone buckle up, because I'm obsessed with this song. So this song immediately pulled me in because of the piano, and the piano reminds me of Rihanna a little bit, but not so much that it's like, oh, this is a Rihanna song. No, it's just like the reminiscence of it. The piano riff, it reminded me of it a little bit. The rawness in her voice and the pain that you can hear it, you just know that it's real, is really what gets me.
Please, won't you stay a little longer, babe?
And stay a little longer, take a little longer to pack up your bags, you're moving too fast, make me want to hate you so I don't have to miss you, oh, make a mistake so someone's to blame. And that's interesting because it goes back to what I said earlier, where I was like, she's saying that they were both toxic and it was both their fault that these things were happening. And so that's really interesting. She's like, you should make another mistake so I can blame you and then be fine with you leaving. But she's not fine with this person leaving. Make me want to hate you so I don't have to miss you reminds me of Ariana Grande, Wish I Hated You on Eternal Sunshine. And that song is basically this line, but in an entire song. She's saying, like, I really, really miss you and bad things happened, but I don't hate you, which makes it worse because then I have this love for you left over and I have nowhere to put it.
No matter how guilty I
still feel saying it. I wish I hated you. I wish that weren't true. Wish there was worse to you. I wish you were worse to me.
Crazy.
Build us a castle, then leave me in silence. What if I tangled some rope on your feet into the ocean, 'cause I'm in too deep.
A song later on in the album, I don't remember the exact one, when the lyric pops up I will say that that's the one, but she references sand, and I find it extremely interesting because the sand like leads to the ocean, and so it shows growth. I think once I find the exact lyric, then I can connect those two better, but I wanted to mention it. I just wanted to say that build us a castle, then leave me in silence, and then the whole like water line that I was trying to like mention something. Build us a castle could be a sand castle, which like connects what I'm gonna talk about later even deeper. Like, I'm editing this video and I just want to go back and refilm the whole thing because I keep noticing things that I didn't notice before. Ugh. Please, won't you stay a little longer, babe. Don't walk away when I'm here calling your name. I'm fragile, I'm speechless. Don't leave me in pieces. Already having enough trouble breathing. Please, won't you stay a little longer, babe. And I think that's so relatable for so many people because it clicks in that the end is ending, and so you're like, no, like I need more time, like I need a little bit more, like this can't be what's happening right now. It's not, I can't handle this, and I can't have you leave me here with my love left over for you, and I can't give you the love because you're gone, and I need you to stay a little bit longer, like I promise, like, you know, like it's like the bargaining that, and it's just so this song is so good. And I love that she just repeats the chorus because she's begging this person to stay, and that's crazy. And actually, okay, so I don't know, but I feel like maybe Call at the End should have been before Stay a Little Longer, because Call at the End is like, do I call you my boyfriend or my ex, and then Stay a Little Longer is like, oh, I made the decision to call you my ex, but wait, no, stay a little longer. So I'm not standing on business with that. I think it could not be that, but it might be. Now, this song, when it started, I was really stuck on Stay a Little Longer, and then she was going so quick, not the same.
Say what you want to, babe. You know that you're talking in circles.
Honestly, I didn't catch many of the lyrics. I kind of love how she was like rambling and going quick. Like she was trying to get it all out and be like, no, you're not the same. Like you can't convince me. Like she was trying to speak before the other person who would convince her that they are the same. It's kind of where I was getting. Say what you want, babe, but you know that you're talking in circles. Tell me lies like we're okay. Promise till your face turns purple that you're gonna love me. One day you're gonna love me right. Shame on me for trusting you once, trusting you twice. Yeah, we had only and nothing but time, but some things change overnight. I don't know who you're kidding, babe. Yeah, you're not the same. Yeah, we had good days and light on our side, but you fucked up and you know that I'm right. I don't know who you think you're kidding, babe, but you're not the same. Not the same. But you know that you're talking in circles connects to what I just said about her speaking so fast because she's trying to break the circle, you know? Like she was trying to get it all out and be like, no, you're not the same. Like you can't convince me. Like she was trying to speak before the other person who would convince her that they are the same. And she says, pick it up, drop your keys, come and get your stuff, yeah, find a new heart to confide in. Did letting me down get tiring? I keep on walking through all the memories that I had with you, and I don't miss it, the way you broke my love. Oh, is that a reference to Gone?
Ain't no looking back now, you're dead and gone. My love is gone too. All my love is gone.
It could be. Damn. I think I liked this song a lot, and I didn't realize how much I liked it until I kind of reviewed it right here. Now, this song I have kind of mixed feelings about, because pop songs are supposed to be simple and direct so that everyone can sing along to them, and the song is really emotional, but I think that her voice is carrying the song a little too much. Sometimes I swear I even question my own self. What was I saying here? Call at the End is so good. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And one of the lyrics, though, that I really want to put emphasis on that I did enjoy a lot was "Now all those oceans are falling down our face." In Stay a Little Longer, she mentioned tying a rope to this person so that they could go deeper into the ocean because she really doesn't want them to leave. And now she's saying now the oceans that we were deep in are falling from our face, which are tears. And I really love when people aren't just like, oh, I cried or I'm crying, but they like say like an ocean escaped my eyes, or like a river falling down my cheek, things like that. I really, really love, because you could just say I cried, but you could also say, and now all the oceans that we were deep in are falling down from our eyes, and that is much better.
And the tears that of us, all our tears turn to dust.
Yeah, so Stay a Little Longer, Call at the End, Too Bad for Us, all connect lyrically, because Stay a Little Longer is, I'm gonna tie a rope around your feet so we can go deeper into the ocean we're already creating. The second song is, now the ocean is falling from our face because we've accepted that it's ending. Now it's, well, I guess those tears are all turned to dust, and I'm accepting that it's ending and the tears are drying up. And I think that's beautiful. I really, really love the growth within those lyrics. Now the roses don't grow here because there's no water. I guess that love does what it wants, and that's just too bad for us. Ooh. Sorry. Ooh, bars. Again, she says, two heads in the sand. I hear you talking, but I just can't understand. Sand, again, we're not in the ocean anymore, we're in the sand. They're very opposite things, which also not the same was in them. Okay, maybe the placement does make sense. Okay, I take back what I said earlier. Because in the middle, in Not the Same, that's when the lyric change from oceans to, after that, then it goes to sand. So that makes sense. Okay, the bridge. We're going to talk about the bridge. We want to talk, but we don't want to listen. They both want to communicate and talk to each other, but neither of them are willing to listen to the other person because they think that what they have to say is the more prevalent thing to say. We play pretend, but we both know it's missing. I'm assuming she's talking about love, because the first half of the album she was like, I love this person, I love this person, I love this person. But this half of the album she's more like, I don't really love you that much anymore, but I need you to stay because I don't know what else to do. Right here she's saying, we both know that there's love that's missing and there's puzzle pieces that aren't connecting, but we're pretending that it's there, because what else are we supposed to do? And then the line, if love burns too bright it burns out in a minute, reminds me of a line from Arcane. I can't remember the exact one, but Victor said it, of course. And I don't think the only thing that's popping into my head is, in the pursuit of good we failed to do great. No, in the pursuit of great, we failed to do good. But I don't think it's that one. There's something else about, like, it was something along the lines of the faster a star burns. Ooh. Okay, it was just similar to this line, and it reminded me of it.
It's a sad truth that those who shine brightest often burn fastest.
Sorry, I'm on an Arcane trip. At least that's what I tell myself. So she's trying to convince herself that there was some sort of understanding between them, that they both wanted to talk but didn't listen, and that they both pretended but they knew that what was missing, and that they both knew that if they were going to go too hard with the love, that it was going to leave faster than it needed to. And I think that could have been true, but here she's saying, at least that's what I tell myself. So she's saying, I don't know if you wanted to talk but didn't want to listen. I don't know if you wanted to play pretend and you knew that love was missing from this, but I'm going to tell myself that so that I can make this better. Bars. So Dance All Night, she's kind of moving on, and she's saying that I'm gonna dance all night and not care about the heartache that I'm still experiencing, and I'm not gonna obsess about it over the little things. And she says, I would not obsess over all the little things I don't regret. So she's saying she doesn't regret the relationship, the things that happened, because she learned from it. I wouldn't be so in my head 3 words every chance I get. That 3 words every chance I get connects to if love burns too bright, it burns out in a minute. Because 3 words is I love you. I mean, from inference. I didn't really explain why they connected, so here we are. 3 words every chance I get connects to love burns. If love burns too bright, it burns out in a minute. Because she's saying that, like, every chance she gets, she says I love you, which means the love is burning too fast and too bright. I don't know why I didn't explain that. And then, in the bridge, she references Forever Young, which wrecked me, because I'm a huge Blink.
Forever young. Forever young. My pace is the revolution.
When the morning comes, just promise me you'll stay forever young, forever young.
My pace is the revolution.
It's just basically dancing all night, we're dancing. It's sort of a positive note. Like I was talking about, it's talking about the ex, but it's saying, dance all night, I'll be there for you tomorrow. You can dry your eyes, we'll laugh away the sorrow. You could argue she's talking to her new partner or whatever, but you could look at it from another perspective that she is talking to her number ones. She could also be talking to herself, like a pep talk, like let's get up, let's dance all night, let's like laugh away our pain, like let's do something. Like she could be talking to herself. I'm rating sort of overall, not just listenability or how much I like it, just like in everything together. Because if I were to rate it on how much I would go to grab the song, it's different from lyrics and the. Because some of these you have to be in the right mood for, but some of these you can grab at any moment, and that can affect your rating if that's what you're going off of, so that's not what I'm going off of. So my official rating in the number 1 spot, Stay a Little Longer, then Not the Same, then APT, then 2 Years, Too Bad for Us, Drinks or Coffee, Game Boy, Toxic to the End, Number 1 Girl, Dance All Night, 3 a.m., and Call It the End. That is my official rating, review, discussion of Rosie's album Rosie. Now, if I were to rate the entirety of the album out of 10, I'd give it a good 8. There's some things that could improve because it's her debut album, so I didn't expect it to be the most perfect album to ever exist. There's things that could improve, but I overall loved it so much. It's been on repeat, and I've gravitated toward going back to it, and all the songs are like split on my playlists and everything, so I really appreciated this album. Thank you so much for sticking along if you're all the way here to the end of this video. This is a really long video, probably my longest video I have put out yet, but I really wanted to discuss the lyrics and the thoughts for the album. If you guys like this format and if you want me to do more deep dives of albums that I react to in the future, then please comment that down below. If you want to have me deep dive an album that already exists that I haven't reacted to, just listen to, like a Blackpink album or things like that, I can do that too. And if you want more videos like this, or not videos like this, if you want different videos, you can request those in the form in my description. Thank you so much for watching this video. I love you guys, and bye.